For more on the situation in Italy, let's bring in our Seema Gupta, who is in Rome. Seema, talk us through the situation there at the moment. Are things getting better or worse?
Civil Protection Services here in Rome, and they're confirming, as you mentioned, that 12 are killed. 12 people who have been infected with the COVID-19 have died. And this latest death, a 69-year-old who already was compromised in terms of the health situation that person was under, died in the region of Emilia-Romagna. So that's the first death in that region. Up until now, it's been in Lombardy and in Veneto. And in fact, we have a total of 10 regions now that we do see infections. The infections number is 374 infections, and we're also hearing the first cases of children being found to be infected, although these at least 4 children are said to be in fairly good condition. They're not in a serious state. 2, in fact, have already been sent home, while the other 2 are under observation. The authorities seem very keen here to stress that, look, of all the tests that they've done, and there's over 9,000 tests that have been done, 95% of them come back negative. And most do get cured of this COVID-19 virus. It's unfortunately the case that you have those who are either elderly or have a situation in terms of their health compromise that are the most affected. And so the authorities are trying to do whatever they can. We're hearing of reports of efforts to disinfect public transport in Rome, in Venice, in order to ensure that these spaces are clean, pre-triage tents being set up outside key hospitals to make sure that people who come to hospital are looked at to see whether they do show signs of this infection before they are treated in the hospital, because of course concern about spread in hospitals, which is what has happened in those areas that are under lockdown right now in northern Italy.
Seema, what about the rest of Italy? Today is Ash Wednesday. It's a huge day for Catholics. Were there any changes made to Ash Wednesday services at the Vatican, for example, in Rome, where you are?
Well, what we know is that the Vatican has said quite clearly, a lot of parishes around Italy have said quite clearly that it's not a good idea perhaps to come for Mass, even though Ash Wednesday is the day that a lot of people do, that they can follow the services through streaming services online and so forth, so they can still participate in the Eucharistic celebration, but not put themselves at risk. The Vatican has also announced that they're closing all catacombs, believing that these areas are very humid and that could support the spread of the virus. So all catacombs shut. Pope Francis did refer to this issue, if you like, during his every Wednesday he has his audience at St. Peter's Square, essentially saying that he expressed his closeness to those who are sick as well as those that are trying to fight the spread of this virus. The concern here in Italy at the moment, though, is, of course, not just the health considerations, but also the impact economically. Because, to give you an example, the city of Milan has been forced to postpone the Salone del Mobile. Now, that's the internationally renowned furniture fair that is hosted by Milan every year. It's now being pushed to June because they're concerned that people are just not going to turn up. The tourism sector that Italy does rely on has been heavily hit. We're hearing stories of up to 40% cancellations in hotels and various airlines deciding not to fly to the northern parts of Italy. So the concern both economically, but of course, the idea is that they need to contain the spread of this virus.